AI and platforms like Emplibot have changed the blogging landscape in a big way. If you're watching this video, you're probably wondering if it's worth investing in AI blogging or auto blogging, or if blogging for SEO is dead. Let's look at a few case studies, but before we start, I have to mention that it was really hard to find neutral case studies. Most case studies seem to be sponsored, and some of them are even fake. But I think I managed to find at least 3 case studies that seem to be at least somewhat neutral. So without further ado, here's case study number 1 from Casey from the Blogging Guide. In his study, he says that he launched a new blog in January 2023 and reached $15,000 in revenue within 10 months. He says that his blog is 90% or more built with AI generated content. However, he edits the introduction and removes some fluff content. He then goes on and explains that the content needs to center around a narrow niche and that the content needs to contain lots of factual content. That's why we're using Emplibot. It will avoid all fluff content and add in lots of factual content for you automatically. Casey finally mentions that his AI sites have weathered the storm quite well. None of his sites have experienced more than a 20% drop, and most are up over 50%. Quite fascinating results, but let's have a look at case study number 2. This case study is from Sam from Performify. I like this case study a lot because it's pretty balanced. Based on his findings, it seems that the human content was slightly better to read with less complex words. A bit more enjoyable, so to speak. He goes on to explain that, on the other hand, the AI-generated blog's strengths lie in its ability to cover a wider range of topics and keywords, which of course improves its keyword coverage and topical authority. Sam then says that there aren't many huge differences between human and AI-generated blogs. I guess the takeaway here is that if you can generate very good content with AI, there's no reason not to use AI. There are some benefits to writing content by hand. Very good human writers can usually build a stronger connection with their reader. I mean, in the end, you'll probably look at the time that you or your team has available, and then you decide if you're using AI tools or not. But anyways, let's have a look at the third case study. This one from ROAR Digital Marketing. It's not really a case study, but an interesting read nonetheless. What they say is what Google says. Google aims to reward high-quality content no matter how it is produced. But Google also states that using automation, including AI, to generate content with the primary purpose of manipulating ranking and search results is a violation of their spam policies. Confused? All this means is that you can use AI to create high-quality content, but you can't spam. You can publish maybe 1 article every day and share the articles on social media, but you can't publish 100 articles every day. This is what Google calls scaled content abuse. Think about it. Blogging is much more than SEO. For example, it's also about thought leadership and establishing trust with your audience. If you're a real business and if you share your content on social media, you are a real business. You're blogging for the right reasons, and you should rank well. Some experts call sharing on social media building social signals for Google. This is another reason why I love Emplibot. For each blog post, it creates social media posts for you to share. But anyways, back to the case study. The author states that you have to prioritize quality over quantity, and that you can do that with in-depth prompts, proofing the content, and adding research. In the end, the author says that it's evident that AI-generated content can significantly improve SEO if executed correctly while adhering to Google's guidelines. So, if we look at all these case studies, I think we have 2 big takeaways. The first one is that spamming content doesn't work anymore. You can't publish hundreds of articles every month or even more and think that Google won't punish your website. You have to prioritize quality over quantity. You have to add infographics and other visuals to your blog. You have to share your content on social media. And if you have the time, it might be a good idea to proofread your AI content. And the other big takeaway is that AI content can rank. In fact, it can rank very well. Like always, a lot depends on the backlinks that you have and on other on-page and off-page optimizations. If you're interested in trying AI blogging for your website, but in a non-spammy, sustainable way with high-quality content, I suggest you check out Emplibot. I guess that's it for today. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Thanks.